What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Hey, this your boy Jay Quill on Talk Live. I didn't want to. I wasn't going to do this live tonight, but I already mentioned I was going to do it. This live is pretty much about the truckers. So if it don't pertain to you, you can sit in here and listen. If it don't pertain to you, you don't really have to watch. I'm not up here. The video go, do what it do, let it do what it do in the morning. When I do most of my lives, I do my lives freestyle. Sometimes I hate planning a live, and I hate setting a live because sometimes I plan a live as a truck driver. See, well, y'all don't know, trucking is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle made for some and not for few. You have to be really built for this. And the best way I could tell you is running that road. So, like I said, if this thing for you, you don't have to be in here. I'm not asking for nobody to hit the like button. I'm not asking for nobody to hit the share button. I'm not asking for nobody to send a cash app. I'm not asking for nothing. I'm up here talking because I got some things in my mind I need to talk about, and it's containing just trucking. When truck drivers get out there and say they want more money, they're not just saying that because they don't ask nobody for nothing. As a truck driver, it's all about the hustle, the grind. It's about the dedication. It's trucking is a lifestyle. Trucking is definitely a lifestyle. It ain't something that you wake up to because a lot of people can't wake up and drive 11 hours straight. A lot of people can't wake up and drive 15, 16 hours straight. So for some of y'all out there, y'all may think that trucking it's nothing to y'all. But trucking is a lot. Trucking is a lot. I've been doing trucking for a long time. A long time. It ain't nothing new to me. I got into trucking, break down a little bit. I got into trucking right after high school. I had a baby in high school. I was senior year. I had a child in high school. After high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. So I started hanging out with cats and, being from North New Jersey, hanging out with cats from Avon, Chadwick, housing projects, because I'm a product of the housing projects. Dayton Street, Hayes, Home Prince Street, Stella Rights, you know, all of them, you can name it. Mom's moved around a lot. Section 8, baby. What up, 702? Welfare, baby. Yes, I'm going to say it. I was on welfare growing up. Food stamps and all, Section 8 and all. I didn't have a childhood life, so I had to find something I want to do later on in life. So what I did was, but after high school, I had a child. I had to either I got accepted for Durham University to run track, North Carolina. Either that or raise a child. And at a young age, my mom said, either you're gonna get out my house, because you can't stay here raising no child. I said, cool. I ain't even had to pack my shit up. My shit was already packed. Went to stay with my brother in Baxter Terrace Projects down here on in North or off of Sussex Avenue. But everybody know anything about Baxter Terrace Projects, one of the worst projects you could even be in the North. They was low. Now I'm from the high rock, but they was low projects. But they was worse. Stayed down with my brother for a little while. Told my brother I want to get my CDL license, and I went and got my license. Became a truck driver. It wasn't easy for me becoming a truck driver because I started working on the loading dock with a bunch of cats that was on the loading dock. They was on crack, dope, pedo. There weren't no pills back then. They was on they was bases, free basing. You know what I'm saying? Putting sherm, weed, all types of garbage they was doing growing up. So met this guy named Neil. Neil was like, yo, blood, what's good with you, man? What you up to? Nothing. Taught me how to yard switch. From that, put the CDL books in my hand, got my CDL license. At that time, I didn't really take trucking serious. Like I said, trucking is a lifestyle. It's something that you acquire. You acquire that. It's not nothing that you brought up in, you born into. It's just something about trucking that we all want to do. Your trucks ride by, you blow the horn, big horns and all of that. You know, I was fascinated as a child with that. So end up getting my CDL license, man. Because I didn't want to be like the other cats, but when I got my license, I didn't take it serious. You know, it had to take my brother to get shot in the streets a minute from where I was at for me to say, damn, I gotta take this serious. So I jumped up in the truck, got off the block. Hey, man, I'm talking to y'all. Trucking ain't nothing like it's not. It's a different lifestyle. Like back then when I started driving trucks, there was no GPS. There wasn't no navigation system. You had to learn how to read a map, an atlas map. You had to really learn how to read a map when I got into trucking. Big old map, about as big as your kitchen, about as big as your kitchen sink. On a little ass steering wheel, driving down the road, trying to figure out point A to 12, 12 to B. That's how the map worked. And you had to look at the wiggly lines on this map to find where it's at. The reason why I'm saying all this, because when truckers go on a strike, it's not because they begging for more. It's the simple fact that it's the rules and regulations that bonds us to not really making the money we need to make. It's, you know, it's family. It's a lot goes into this. A lot goes into it. So when I hear certain people disrespecting what I do for a living, that kind of piss me off. But you know me, I keep a lot of stuff to myself. So for people to get up on the YouTube or get it, you know, get in these trucks and say I'm gonna make $1 million, I shake my head because you can't really tell the young people anything nowadays. Young people want to believe what they want to believe, you know. But back then, you know, you had to really get out there and find your way. If they tell you to take a load to California, you had to take a load to California. They tell you, well, no GPS. They tell you, here go some directions. Take the best way you see fit. You want to go across 80, or you want to drop down and go through Florida, whatever you want to do. You want to cut through the bottom of the map, or you want to stay to the top of the map. It's up to you how you want to run it. That's the only choices we have. We had a map, you know. At that time, it wasn't easy for truckers, man. It wasn't easy for us. It ain't easy now, but they make it look easy, but it wasn't easy then. It was a struggle. It was definitely a struggle, man. You know, can you imagine not seeing your family, bro? Can you imagine not having a relationship with your kids because you on that road with a map, giving no directions in life, but a map and telling you to go ahead and deliver this load. So you leave your families back at a time. Sometimes you on the road for months and months, days, and you never getting back home. See, a lot of people don't understand that. So the way things work now, they make it more simple and more easy for you to run the road. It still ain't easy because once you're on that road, you're on that road by yourself. If you a trucker, you out there by yourself. There's nobody in that truck with you. If you got a team, you got to get to know that person. I ran the road by my damn self. I ain't had no help out there. I had a map. I had no dog. Radio stations out there back then. It wasn't rap music wasn't worldwide. You know, you get across Chicago, anything other than Chicago was just basically racist talk radio, country music, and a lot of hillbilly garbage. It wasn't no rap music. You had to bring your own. Back then, we had tape players. Then they came to CD players. We didn't have Bluetooth radios. We didn't have Bluetooth phones where you could listen to any music you want. Back then, Sirius radio started coming into play. And even with that, you still really didn't have no direction because by the time you get past Chicago, you ain't even had a signal, man. You ain't had no signal out there. But people think that this is something different, man. They just, far as truckers striking, far as truckers wanting more money, wanting more pay, they should give that to us. Because years ago, Ronald Reagan deregulated trucking. Trucking was making a whole lot of money out there then. As a truck driver, some people may not agree with me. I feel as though truck drivers should get paid just like a doctor getting paid, just like a lawyer getting paid, just like a judge getting paid. A lot of y'all may not agree with that shit. Y'all may say, J. Cool, you just running your mouth, man. You talking. No, I ain't talking, man. I ain't talking because y'all don't know what comes with trucking, man. That shit comes with stress. It comes with pain. It comes with just too much free thinking. It comes with a lot of your mind. When you in that truck driving 11 hours a day and you can't talk to nobody on that phone, it comes with a lot, man. Trucking ain't just what people make that is made up to be. Trucking is hard, bro. And it may look easy because we out there running. I got 30 years on my belt, but trucking is hard, man. It ain't that easy, man. So when I see truckers out there asking for more money, they should give it to them. But if it goes to the government level, they don't give a damn about truck drivers. They don't care about us. They don't care about us, man. You can't tell me one politician that made it easy for trucking. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Do y'all know that the week before COVID hit, the state of New Jersey, Congressman, I think his name Sweeney or something like that, of New Jersey, they was talking about kicking all the owner operators out of New Jersey because for some reason New Jersey follows California guidelines. I don't understand it, but they does. For some reason they follow the same guidelines California display, right? When they come out the trucking, they was talking about kicking the owner operators out of New Jersey. They didn't want no more owner operators. They was trying to call, as far as container drivers, they was trying to call us dunnage drivers. They wanted us to give up our authority, sign on with a company, either lease onto a company or sell a truck and come on. A lot of us didn't want to do that. COVID came in, they changed directions. They gave us everything we wanted. They gave us top pay. They gave us everything, but they also gave us high ass fuel. Now COVID gets done. Now you got the brokers, the mechanics making more money than truck drivers. Just taking. You can't blame a truck driver that's on the road months at a time, weeks at a time, days at a time, and making sure your family eat, making sure your family sleep, making sure your kids get up with clothes on their back, food on the table. Make sure that your kids is able to catch that yellow bus, that school transportation. They making sure that we make sure that your kids get the utensils, the pencils, the pens, the books, the pads. We make sure they get uniforms. We make sure they get chalkboards. We make it possible where as though the teachers got the material to make sure your child get an education. This is what we do. That's like a doctor going and he need all the tools he can use to go through surgery. Because without the tools, you just be up there dying and bleeding out. Well, how do you think he get those tools? You get all that through a truck driver. Everything that you see that move on here, it's from a truck. But do we get respect? We don't get no respect for that, man. We get no respect for that. Don't nobody give a damn. Big corporations making money off truckers. Because if it weren't for truckers, big corporations don't move on free. You tell me right now, put in the comments right now, if it wasn't for truck drivers, how you gonna get your free? What you gonna do? Go to Amazon? How you think Amazon move? How you think eBay move? How you think Advanced Auto? How you think everybody up here moves? You don't move shit on this planet without a trucker. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. You don't move nothing without a trucker. Everything on this planet moves on wheels. Because if it wasn't for those 18 wheels, most of y'all be starving, man. You make it hard for truck drivers, man. I don't even think y'all know what we go through on that road, man. We on that road days in and days out. If you a truck driver and you married and you got kids, I give it a year, you divorce. You paying child support. Or you on the road for, I met truckers that was on the road 3 months at a time. But you own land, property, farms. You can't even be home to enjoy that. You know who enjoy that? Your wife or your kids. That's it. You don't even enjoy that. You get home on a Friday. You got to do a 32-hour reset. You back on the road Sunday night. You get home Friday, your girl want to go out. You just too tired, too beat. You too beat for everything. You want to play around, have sex. You want to go out to eat. By the time Sunday morning come, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you back on that road. You back on that road, man. Doing 11 hours. You know how many hours it take to get out to Cali? 27 hours, man. Happy, I don't even know what that's about, man. It took me 4 days to get to Washington State. Had a layover for 2 days on a 32-hour reset and drove right back. And I spent 3 months on the road running back and forth to Washington State just so I could pay off a truck. Just so I could pay off a truck, man. Everything I did was there on these American grounds, man. Tupac said it best, America eat their babies. That's what he said, man. And he wasn't lying. Tupac said America eat their babies, they weren't lying, because there's no respect for truck drivers out here. There's no respect whatsoever, man. No respect. There's towns you can't even go in with a big truck. No 4-ton trucks over here. No 2-ton over there. No 5-ton over there. And you got the local police sitting on the side or somebody bushes waiting for you to pull in and deliver a load. They're going to give you a ticket and a delivery spot right down the street. You got to pay for that ticket, man. Them tickets be high as hell, man. Tickets be high. Truckers can't even park nowhere right now. You tell me right now where a trucker go park at. You can't in Walmart. You can't park down at you can't park in Lowe's. You can't park at Home Depot unless you're delivering a load. You can't really park a truck nowhere. They made it to where as though it's hard to park a truck. So now you got to find truck parking. Do you know that truck parking go anywhere from $250 to $500 a month? That's truck parking, man. That's fucking, excuse my language, YouTube, but anybody in the chat, man. But that's crazy, man. Yeah, Jersey from Portland. Yeah, man, it's rough out there, brother. Drake Berry, man, it's rough. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. See, a lot of people don't understand that, man. They don't understand that. So when I hear people just coming into the trucker game, and I've been in here 30 years, and I had to start driving a truck by using a map. Man, let me tell you something, man. I became a professional map reader. I used to go into different towns just to get a city map so I could find a delivery spot. And like I said, it wasn't no GPS, man. It was not no GPS. There was no navigation systems, man. So if a trucker go out there and say, we need more money, where the money at? Where the money at? Because truckers are very underpaid, man. I don't care if you doing oversized loads. They make money. That money cut. I don't care if you're a car hauler, $90,000 a year, company driver, $200,000 a year if you hauling cars. That even cut in half. That's cut in half. 2 years ago, trucks used to be, 2 years ago, you could buy 2015, 2 years ago for $45,000. You buy a truck today, that same 2015 with 700,000 miles on it is $130,000, man. There's no way. But they pushing that. They making it harder and harder and harder to maintain as a trucker. I have frustration. I got passion in this, man, because this is what I do for a living. And nobody understands it, man. Nobody understands it. So when a driver say, I need more money, give him what he want. Ain't no way in hell you got brokers making more than truck drivers, man. How do a broker make more than a truck driver when a broker ain't even got to drive? You got a load board. You got a broker. You got a load board. You got a broker. A broker telling you could get $1,000 to do a run. The load board telling you $1,500. Then the load board is cutting it. So you got like 30,000 people trying to chase the same freight. By the time they get that freight, you talking about Jersey down to Florida, you're talking about some $1,500. Who doing that, man? Because when you get to Florida, there ain't no work in Florida. There ain't no work down in Florida. There ain't no work down in Georgia. Them southern states ain't no work in them southern states because you getting cheap rate to run down there, man. You getting cheap garbage rate to run. Back then it wasn't like that, man. But I seen it started windowing down, getting worse and worse. Now it's to the point now, man. You got drivers cutting drivers' throat. Yeah, I'm gonna say it, man. I'm being 100 with y'all. You got drivers out there cutting drivers' throat just for a couple of dollars, man. Just for a couple of dollars with a company called Harvest Trans pulling containers. You know, and boys came in there and started cutting that rate. Before you know it, they ain't even want to take the cheap rate. How you gonna cut a rate and you don't even want the rate no more? You don't even want it. It done got to the point, man, where you don't want to stop driving because you have a passion for it, but then you want to keep driving because when you're on that road, sometimes that road keep you sane, man. It's weird. It can make you insane, but it can keep you sane at the same time because now when you out there by yourself, you all you got. So all your frustration, you in the truck, you singing, you rapping, you know, you just trying to keep your mind straight, man. You know, but then you in a relationship, your girl calling you, she beasting, and your wife calling you, she beasting on you. Your kids ain't got no respect no more because you know why? They don't see you. So since they don't see you, don't nobody understand what you're doing out there, man. I'm making a way for y'all can eat, y'all can sleep. But I'm in a truck sleeping in a little bed with little cabinets. I'm trying to make a small space into a big space just so I can feel comfortable on that road, which a lot of people don't understand that, man. Trucking ain't easy, bro. Trucking, hey, what up, DJ? Trucking ain't even easy, man. Nah, I ain't late. You ain't late, bro. You ain't late, man. I wasn't gonna do the live, man, but I told my people, man, my new people, man, I'm in this trucker lane, man. So I told my people I'm gonna do it, man. So I gotta do it for the people, man. You ain't late, bro. Man, I'm just saying, trucking, man, ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. So if a truck driver get out there and say we want more money, they shouldn't have a problem giving us money, man. Because right now, fuel is high, bro. Fuel is high. Fuel up here in Pennsylvania, where I'm at right now, down there in Gouldsboro, Pennsylvania, fuel down there is $6.45 a gallon. You go up there and you take 81 to 219. That pallet, Red Robin Brothers up there. That pallet up there down there $7 a gallon, man. The loves is down there $7 a gallon, man. We spending more fuel. People up there crying about, oh, the gas is high. I'm spending $10 more on gas. Try spending $400 more on gas, man. Last week on a Friday, I spent $500 to fuel up one tank. Then I turned around Monday to start off with one tank with $700, man. How the hell did jump $200 that fast, man? And as owner operator, that comes out your pocket. I don't care if you pay with a card, you still got to pay for that. Yeah, not freshmen, man. I understand that, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. As truck drivers, man, we really need to stick together, but a lot of us don't really stick. I'm gonna touch on that too, because a lot of us truck drivers don't stick together, man. We so busy hating on each other. Half of the time, we so busy hating on each other, man. I used to run the CB a lot, right? My CB handler used to be Big 19, Big Debo, and we used to run a hell of a lot of power down there in North New Jersey. I mean, I used to run CBs hard, running a 2x8, 2x8, running a 2x12, running a straight 2, straight 4 linear boxes. Dave made Fat Boys, and we used to be down there bringing hell, man. But once that came to an end, I jumped on YouTube. But even then, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy out here right now, man. It's crazy. Like I was saying, man, why can't we get paid like everybody else, man? Like I was saying, if a doctor need all the tools he need and he can't get it unless a truck pulls up at that door, then why the hell should I be around here stressing or talking about money problems? I'm good. But why should I be talking to everybody else having discussions about money problems, man? And then you talk to another driver, they don't want to hear that, man, because let them tell you they the one cutting the rate. They cut the rate, man. Trucking is a lifestyle, man. It's a lifestyle. Trucking comes with everything. Everything you see, it comes with it, man. Comes with that. Trucking is telling you, bro. Trucking is different, man. Yeah, Water Gap Interstate, Yeah, 645. That's what they're paying up here right now, man, at the Gouldsboro truck stop. It's 645, man. Fuel is high right now. You go further up in PA, is even higher. We get to New York State, it's crazy because New York State's a little bit cheaper, but PA is high, man. Some spot that pallet in North New Jersey, man, they probably up to about say they're about $6.50 right now. Probably like $7 right there in New Jersey, man. Little stupid pallet. Right across the street from the prison. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So you can lose your family through trucks, man. That's what a lot of people know. You can lose your entire family, a good relationship, lose all that through trucking, man. All of that. Because by the time you get home, you got to go back out the door, man. It's a lot that's involved in this, man. You know, and another thing too, as far as medical and all that, they busting you for thyroid. So see, what a lot of people don't know, if you get a poor medical card and you got high blood pressure, they take your license for 6 months, man, from 3 to 6 months. A lot of people don't know that, bro. They would take your license 3 to 6 months, and older guys like me, I gotta stay in shape. I gotta watch what I eat. I gotta watch what I drink. I gotta make sure I get some good sleep. Because at the end of the day, man, they so busy. Like, let me tell you a story, right? I had went for a DOT physical up here where I live at. I went for a physical up there, Teller, Pennsylvania, right? And me and the doctor had a good conversation. So it was snowing outside, so it was very white, it was bright. I come inside the room, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I came in the room, what up, Lon? What's going on with you, bro? So I came inside the room that night. The doctor told me to read the numbers and the letters on the wall. Now, mind you, as a truck driver, we outside all day. I leave from outside. It's snowing outside. I go inside. Everything white, go inside. This fool dimmed the lights on me. He purposely dimmed the lights, right? He told me to read what's on the board. Now, I'm sitting there switching my eyes because I'm coming from outside with a bright white light, and he dims the light on me and had me stand far back toward where you got to take the piss test at. It told me to read everything on that board. From 1, 2, 3, 4, I ain't gonna even lie, man. I couldn't even see it, man. I couldn't even see it. He looked at me and said, I'm gonna have to hold your license. My license for what? I read everything under the board. No, you couldn't see on the top. Said, damn, you serious? I said, cool. He said, I had left, went to Walmart, set an appointment up, got an appointment the next day, got my eyes checked, and he said I need nighttime driving corrective vision glasses at night. I went and got them, came back the next day, seen the same doctor. I showed him my glasses. That fool looked at me and told me, where'd you get that from? So I went next door to Walmart and I took an eye exam. They said I need corrective vision glasses at night, so I can drive at night. But I could have just went and got some shades. He said, yeah. He called the doctor up. The doctor said, yeah, verified it. He was pissed because he was trying to take my CDLs, man. He was pissed. Hey, what up, Eddie? Are you down in Louisiana? Oh, it's okay. It's $4.99 a gallon here. Oh yeah, man, that's cheaper down there, man. But up here, you know what? Cause they probably got refineries down. See, if you in a city with all your refineries, you would get the diesel and the gas at a better price. You would get it like that. But up here, they ain't got up in PA. They got more petroleum fields than any diesel and all that up here. I'm surprised Jersey fuel is so damn high because Jersey got they got their own pipelines to diesel and gas, man. So the doctor gave my CDLs back. Then he said that next time I went, this fool was checking me for high blood pressure, sugar, and thyroids. Now I work out a lot, my neck big, and he was like, if your neck was a little bigger, I would have to take this. Like, man, I work out. What you talking about, man? I ain't no big guy. I work out a lot. He was like, oh, I'm just saying though. They find out a reason to take your license from you, man. Take your license, man. And I'm gonna tell a lot of you big guys out there, right? It's for a lot of you big brothers out there. You big truck drivers, y'all hear me? You truck drivers 350 and up. No, 300 pounds and up. I want y'all to hear me clear. I've been in this game going on 30 years. There's no gyms in the truck stop for you. There's no health foods in the truck stop. The truck stop sell garbage and trash. I want y'all to hear me. Stop trying to find a doctor to pass you on a DOT physical because you're overweight, you're tired, fatigued. You get out there, you go to sleep. Like I said, Tazo, shout out to Tazo. He reminded me earlier. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of y'all drivers, y'all gonna know. What up? AJ was good. A lot of y'all drivers know that being 300 pounds and over will cause you to sleep a lot. I don't care what you do. You fall asleep behind that wheel, you're done. That just happened at the company with Narrow Enterprise. Guy coming up 80. If y'all don't believe me, y'all can do the research. Look it up. Look up Mount Pocono. Look up Mount Pocono Township. You know, shout out to Jason, man. Respectfully, shout out to Jason. Passed away, burnt up in the truck. When they found the truck, it went no more with a chassis left. The worst thing you could do in the truck is daydream. Drivers, hear me? The worst thing you could ever do in a truck is daydream. Because by the time you come out that daydream, you don't went through a guardrail, man. That's the number one killer. The number one killer of a truck driver is daydreaming. It's a lot more, but daydreaming, a lot on your mind, and bringing your problems in that truck, and bringing your wife, your girl, your kids, your home situation in that truck, and you get the daydreaming, it kill you, bro. It'll kill you. It definitely take you out, man. So a lot of you big guys out there, man, when you get to a lot of these stops, just walk around, man. Start watching what you eat, train how to eat. I know it's hard, man. Put down the soda, man. A lot of you truckers out there, man. Put down, in the gym right now. I know. You was talking about that earlier. A lot of you truck drivers, man, that's drinking them sodas, put that soda ain't no good for you, man. That diet soda kill yourself. Put down the soda, man. Start drinking a whole lot more water. Start juicing a little bit. Start eating a lot more fiber in your diet. Start getting out that truck, walking around the truck stop. Before you lay down and you grab something to eat, get out that truck and you walk around that truck stop, man. Don't worry about nobody else saying, because there's a lot of unfit, unhealthy truck drivers out there watching you. Set a trend, man. Get out that truck and walk around, because overweight is killing truck drivers, man. You got to, man. You got to get out there and work out, man, because I'm telling you, I survived going on 30 years of driving. Never got over 230 pounds after 30 years of driving, man. Worked out like a mug all my life. So as a bigger truck driver, you really need to. Ain't no way in hell, man, you getting out the truck and you get back in that truck, your whole butt is hanging out the back of your pants with a belt on. There's no reason why you should be driving that truck with Oshkosh suspenders on. You should not be driving a truck with bungee cords around your chest trying to hold your pants up, or a bungee cord in your pants clip. There's no reason why you should be wearing shorts driving a truck in negative 12-degree weather and it's snowing outside. You got to get your health together, man. Because the more and more you big brothers, and a lot of you younger brothers too, that's out of shape, and you falling asleep behind the wheel of a truck, and all these accidents because of fatigue and sleep apnea, and that right there can hurt the trucking industry also. Because at the same time, keep 100 with y'all, the same time we asking for more money, it's the same time we need to be getting ourselves together, man. Yeah, we can ask for all the money in the world, but what the money gonna do if you get into an accident? What the money gonna do if you out of shape and you can't get in the truck? Well, how much money? Ain't that much money in the world for them to come cut you out that truck and you lose a leg, an arm, a limb? It ain't happening, man. You get into an accident in the truck, that steering wheel crush your stomach, or that seatbelt. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That seatbelt go across your chest and choke you out. A seatbelt will kill you in a tractor, because you're too big to get out the truck if you get into an accident, man. So this is no disrespect to our brothers, that truckers out there, women and females, no disrespect to none of y'all, but try to take care of yourself a lot more, man, than what it is, man. Because the more and more we get into these wrecks, the more and more they realize they ain't got to pay us, the more and more they bring in electric trucks, the more and more they bring in the Teslas. Before you know it, you're going to have I done seen a couple, y'all seen it too. Automated trucks, self-driving trucks driving themselves, man. And what that's going to do for the driver in the back, he's going to be obsolete in a minute. Before he be obsolete, he gonna be 400 pounds while a truck driving itself, man. Ain't no way, man. So we need to do better, man. We need to do better than what it is now. Because I understand that a lot of truck stops don't have a gym for us. Most of the truck stops don't even have health facilities. If you die in a truck, they wouldn't even know you're dead. You be in that truck stop for 3 weeks, man. I know a guy personally. They found his body in a truck 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later at a truck stop, when they opened up that door, one number bones. It stunk so bad. It happens, man. A lot of truck drivers fall asleep in the truck. You know, guy Narrow, rest in peace. Steve ended up passing away a couple weeks ago, man. He had a heart attack at his house, man. He was cutting the grass. The last thing his wife said was, he told his wife, "Oh no." Yes. Told his wife, "Oh no." It passed out, man. He was checked out of here, man. He was gone, bro. He was gone. I'm telling y'all, man, you got to take care of yourself, man. Got to take care of yourself, man. Because if not, you can ask for all the money in the world. You keep getting any truck wrecks, they ain't gonna need us no more. And they putting them in their trucks younger and younger. Younger and younger. Hey, what's going on, Grace? They putting them younger and younger, man. So you got to take care of yourself, man. You got to, man. Stop stressing over everything, man. Whatever you can do tomorrow, take care of tomorrow, man. Stop worrying about every little damn thing that goes on around your life, man. I'm telling you, my boy AJ tell you, man, you know, I always tell him, man, I ain't even worry about that, man. Worry about that tomorrow, man. You gotta live your life day by day, man. I'm telling you, I live by that. I live by that sword, man. Cause ain't no way you live by the sword, die by the sword. And I make sure I get home every night, man. Every night. I'm not gonna perish in no truck. I'm gonna keep 100 with y'all. I'm not doing that, man. If I feel tired, I pull over. If I feel as though my truck ain't running right, I park that truck. AJ tell you, I park my shit quick. If I got a problem with that truck, if I got to fix anything on that truck, I'll park it and I'll fix it myself. I don't care about losing days pay. I don't be sitting up there chasing I let the money chase me. I don't chase the money. I'm not gonna sit there and say, nah, man, I gotta get this run, knowing that my alternator don't good, my batteries are weak, my engine is knocking, I might need 1 or 2 ejectors, might got a blown motor, turbo leaking oil, blowing black oil out the back. You gotta watch stuff like that. You know, if you get in the morning and you start the truck up in the morning, you look up in the air in the morning. I mean, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, start that truck. If you see white smoke or gray smoke, best to believe either you got to eject the problem or you got a head about to go. I'm telling you, man, I've been in this game going on 30 years. I know what the hell I'm talking about, man. I done seen it all. My first truck, I went through 4 motor jobs. And I had that first truck 18 years. Went through 4 motor jobs, man. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, man. 100 with y'all, man. So that's why I'm saying that, you know, right now, the pay, right now, they cutting the pay. And they have all reason to do so. And I'm not saying I agree with them why they cutting it, but they already know what it is, man. They know it, man. They know it, man. Some of these brokers, they see some of these truck drivers. And some of these truck drivers, they make it seem like they talk and represent every other truck driver. They really don't. But if you showing up at a shipper and your pants falling, your butt hanging out, you smell it. A lot of truck drivers don't want to take baths, man. They smell so bad, man. And then you walking up in there looking at you like you crazy. They're going to give you what they want to give you because you're going to take that run. And stop. And another thing I got to say, too, hey, drivers, stop taking cheap backhauls, man. Stop taking cheap. If I'm gonna run to Texas for $4,000, why the hell should I run back to Jersey for $1,500? That don't make no sense, man. I don't give a damn if it's for fuel to get back. I'm not worrying about the fuel coming back. I'm not taking no cheap backhaul, man. And that's what they do too. Oh, take a backhaul 45,000 pounds full of water. So I'm gonna drag that 45,000 from Texas on my stairs and my drives. I'm gonna put stress on my trans, stress on my rears. By the time I get back to Jersey, I gotta get another $500 oil change. If you're gonna do that, make it worth your while, man. Make it worth your while. Get you a decent backhaul, man. Get it done. Stop taking them cheap backhauls, man. You know, what we need to do is get together and say, no, man. We should come out with t-shirts that no low rates. No, I'm not taking low rates. If they offer you low rates, say no. Tell them to do it. Or you want me to go to New York for 400? You do it. You want me to go to California? You want me to go to California for 8,000? You do it. California should be at least 15 grand running, man. It depends on what you're pulling though. But basically, if you haul in the trailer, you know, I was getting 97 to run up to Washington State, even though that was under bid, but I still was able to make off of it. But the thing is, stop taking the cheap race, man. Stop cutting the other driver. Stop getting on these low boards and 20 other drivers cut that shit down from 1,000 to 600. And now when they come across your table, you be like, I'm not taking that. I'm not running that. I'm not running Jersey upstate for 600. Why should we have to do that, man? We have to learn how to stick together in this industry, man. We have to learn how to do that. We have to learn how to do that, man, because it's getting sad out here, man. It's sad, man. The drivers don't get along. Drivers don't trust each other. There's only a few drivers I come across that I keep it 100 with. You know, it's a couple of drivers I keep 100, man. I try to be a big influence to the younger truck drivers coming up, and I try to let them know the worst part of trucking before the good part come. Because you can meet a trucker today and tell them, oh, yo, you get in the truck, you make 100 grand a year. Don't never tell a driver that, because that's a damn lie. Don't never tell a beginner driver he'll make 100 grand a year. Stop telling these drivers that shit, man. If you making a certain kind of money, right, and you see an upcoming driver, don't tell him about the money. Tell him about the blood, sweat, and tears you put into that damn steering wheel. You put into that clutch. You put into them bad knees. You put into them bad elbows, man. You tell him that first. You tell him how hard you had to grind to get where you at. And you tell that new driver, old or young, male or female, you got to do at least 2 years to see where you need to be in life with trucking. 2 years, all you need. Learn the trucking, study the trucking. Come into the industry with your chest up, man. But don't come in there thinking that you're going to get 100 grand because you don't get that $100,000. What you going to do? You look stupid. You're going to think somebody owe you something. You have to learn this industry, man. You have to learn it. This ain't no game, bro. Trucking is not a game. It's a lifestyle. And it's you earn that lifestyle. Trucking is earned. It ain't given to you. This game is earned, man. You got to earn this shit. You really have to earn it. You have to earn it, man. And AJ tell you, man, back in the day, man, you had to read a map when you came in this game. I had to read a map. A map. I don't know, GPS. My first load they told me to go to Brooklyn, New York. They told me to go to Brooklyn, New York from, at that time, with New Deal Delivery Service. Back in the day. I went for New Deal Delivery Service, Lisbon, New Jersey to Brooklyn. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. They gave me a map. Told me to go to East Side. I didn't know New York got East Side. They got 2 East Sides and West Sides. I go to East Side. I was in Brooklyn for 8 hours. They told me to bring the load back. And then it took me another 4 hours to get back. I didn't know how to get the hell out of Brooklyn. I didn't know this because they gave me a map. I didn't know how to read no map. You know how to read a map, man. You have to learn these things, man. Like I said, this lifestyle is you have to earn it, bro. It ain't nothing trucking. They ain't nothing given to you, man. Yeah, they'll put you in a new truck. They give you a GPS. Swift will give you a GPS till you stay on route. Hey, you think a lot of Swift drivers got a bad name, man. They be tearing up bridges, tearing up walls, tearing up lawns, tearing up property, tearing down poles. Because they give you a GPS, man. You got to stay on route. I ain't never get no GPS. I had a map. I had a Atlas map. And what's the other app? Somebody told the other app the map was an Atlas. And there was a Mick. What's that? Mick something? Oh, man, I don't have. I used to have, like, I'm telling you, back then it was log books, and you had a small folder. Inside that folder, it was like a briefcase. You had to have at least, there's 5 maps in there and about 100 little city maps just to get around, man. That shit had to be earned, bro. You had to earn that. You had to earn that. You have to earn that, man. Yeah, rent. McNally, you right. Yeah. You had to have that map, man. You had to have it, man. You had to know how to read from A to 12, from 12 to A. You had to cut off an area on the map, and then you had to have a yellow or pink highlighter, and you had to follow the wiggly lines. This was earned. It wasn't nobody giving nobody nothing, man. I couldn't even have a relationship with my own kids, man. Cause trucking, 17 years in. Salute, bro. Trucking, man. And I had to do it because I had to make sure my kids ate, which the kid's mother really didn't understand, man. I had to make sure them kids ate. I had to make sure, man. I had to make sure child support. I ain't gonna sit up here in front with y'all. I had to make sure child support was paid, man. I had to make sure child support was paid. A lot of us truck drivers go through child support. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't care what you do in your life. If you end up deep in a relationship and it don't work, and you're on that road like that, oh, they coming for you, bro. They gonna come for you, man. A lot of truck drivers out there right now, they got to work for the rest of their life, man, because they pension going, their pension going, they 401k is going. So when they retire at 65, I know drivers right now, when they retire at 65, they don't get shit. They get nothing, bro. They get nothing. They took the buyout. A lot of drivers I know took a buyout. So now that's why you think you got drivers 70 years old still driving a truck? Because back in the day, they screwed all their money up, man. Hoping that the money will get better. Hoping that the rates will get better. Now with all this technology came out, technology, AI, and computers, the money getting worse, man. It's getting worse. Definitely getting worse, man. It's getting worse. So if you see it dwindling down, stop taking the cheap rates, man. Stop taking the cheap rates. Uh-huh. Yeah, man. Salute, man. Salute, Sean. Appreciate it, man. But you guys still be able to stand 10 toes down, man. That's the only thing I can tell you. If you in the trucking, you're own operator. I'm own operator leased on. If you're own operator and you got your own authority and you got your own trailer, stand 10 toes down, man. You got to force them to pay you more, man. If they ain't paying you more, find other options to make some money. But don't allow them to dictate how you turn that steering wheel. Don't allow them to dictate how you shift those gears. Don't allow them to dictate I don't put 1,000,000 miles out here, man. Don't allow them to dictate how many miles you should put on your truck, man. Because at the end of the day, y'all know, like I know, truck parts don't went up. You know what I'm saying? Down there in Georgia, they talking about 2 or 3 weeks before they even look at your truck. That's why I love cities like Jersey and New York, because they got so many shops, so many mechanics, so you can get your truck up and running. But if you're somewhere in the South or somewhere up north, somewhere where you're in a small town, like me living in Pennsylvania, ain't that many trucking companies up here that I would trust. So I still got to go back to Jersey and get certain things done. But 90% of my truck, I fix myself. If y'all want to learn how to fix certain things, you could go to my other channel, DIY Trucker J. DIY Trucker J. I do oil changes myself. I do mufflers myself. I do turbos myself. I do front suspension myself. Oh man, I do clutch fans myself, ACs myself. I do everything myself, man. Now, do I want to do it? No. I ain't got no choice right now because prices, things are high, man. Things are high. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're 100% right, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy out here now, man. It's crazy out here. So you got to stand 10 toes down when it comes to trucking, man. I know it'll get hard, but it should get better. But I don't know when it's gonna get better, so I can't even promise y'all that. All I can promise y'all, man, that if y'all got an input, man, you can hit me up on here, and whatever I gotta do to help out far as help keep your truck running, give you some good advice on the truck, I would do that. Because most of the stuff I fix myself, man. DJ here, DJ know, AJ know, man, I be fixing my truck, man. I ain't got no other way to do it, man. I put speed sensors on the truck, all that. So if you can, I had to push my boy AJ to really get into fixing his truck, man. Because at the end of the day, man, hey, you gonna grow old with that truck or you gonna stay young trying to fix it, man. So, hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know, I'm gonna keep 100 with y'all, man. If you know a good Spanish, Hispanic, shout out to the Hispanics, man. Shout out, because I learned a lot of fixing trucks from the Hispanic brothers, Mexicans, Ecuadorians, Salvadorians. I don't want to chop it up. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. A Puerto Rican showed me a lot about a truck. Dominicans. I learned everything I need to learn to fix a truck through the Spanish brothers. So try to build a good relationship with your Spanish brothers, man. I'm telling you, man. I know a lot of times, you know, you may say they don't speak no English. My mechanic now, he barely speak English, but he a good damn mechanic, man. You know, I know he good on cat motors. I got a 550 cat single turbo, so he good on that and shit. And you know, try to have a good relationship, man, with the Spanish brother. Because the Spanish brothers, most of them may not have no papers, but they know how to fix them damn trucks, man. So try to have a good relationship with the Spanish brother. Because I'm gonna tell you something, the Spanish brothers, they'll ride or die for you to come out of your truck. Sometimes, man, you get a good relationship, they be there for you, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Some of them will screw you around, and some of them be fair with you. But I'm telling you, while they fixing your truck, you be one nosy ass truck driver, man. You stay there in that shop, you watch them, you learn them, you get video camera, you take pictures. Hey, man, that's your truck. If you're gonna pay a mechanic, 10 grand or 8 grand, or even paying a mechanic $500, you sit there with your camera, you record them, man. He get mad, I'm get mad, man, because you need to learn. If you're an owner operator, you need to learn, bro. You need to learn how to work on that truck, man. So that'll save you a lot of times, a lot of hardship. You know, it'll save you that mental abuse, just thinking about, man, he about to rape me, he about to rob me, man. I ain't got the kind of money he looking for. But then if you learn how to do, like, the small stuff will keep you from paying for big stuff. Understand what I'm saying? Y'all get me? The small stuff you do will get you paying for big stuff. So you could change a belt on your own, man, and change even a light bulb, man. Why go to a mechanic to change a light bulb? A mechanic will charge you $50 to change a light bulb, and all you got to do is go to Pep Boys or Advanced Auto or go to eBay or go to Amazon, order the light, pop the light in, you get your ass back on the road, man. You don't need a mechanic for all that. But like I said, man, shout out to those Spanish brothers that's out there, man, that's driving trucks, man. I learned a lot from the Spanish brothers. I learned a lot from the Latinos. I learned a lot from them, bro. So if you could build a relationship with them, build that shit, bro. Build it. Because I'm telling you, man, if they only one phone call away, you could call them up and say, yo, man, what's wrong with my truck? And they'll tell you. You know, I got some brothers, too, that I could call right now and talk about my truck, man. You know, and they'll pick up their phone, man. They'll pick up their phone. Yo, Jay, I got you, Jay. What's the problem, Jay? This, that, and the third. You need 14, 16, 18. You need a socket wrench. Get up under that truck and do it. Get up out of there, man. You know, you can do everything yourself, man. And when it comes down to pre-tripping your truck, you can do that yourself, too. If you want to catch an air leak, press the brake in, listen for air. If not, get somebody to push that brake in, go in the back, check all your slack adjusters. If one of your brake cams ain't go in and your brakes, if one of the brake cams the rod don't move, two things: bad slack adjuster, bad brake chamber. If you want to know how to fix a brake chamber, go to DIY Trucker J. I show you how to fix a brake chamber. I show you how to fix an X cam. Little small stuff, man. If you don't mind getting dirty as an owner operator, you could, you know what I'm saying, jump out there and do it yourself, man. Because right now parts are high. So ain't no way in hell I'm gonna pay a man. I'm gonna pay $50 for a part and pay a mechanic $500 to install it. You're gonna have to learn these things, man. Go to YouTube, man. You're gonna have to learn it. Sit here, smoke a cigar. I appreciate y'all for coming in here, though, man. I don't need a big crowd to talk to nobody because I know it's gonna get out there anyway. So I don't need a big crowd to talk. You know, I just need my regular truckers, my people that's gonna ride with me on this, man, and it's gonna build. It's definitely gonna build, man. Because sometimes sometimes you gotta turn right to get the hell up out the way, man. And if I gotta get about your way, I'm get about your way, man. Don't make me a sucker. It don't make me weak. It don't make me less than a man. Sometimes you need to learn how to get out of the person's way, man. Stay in your own lane, man. Like we do in the truck. If you like to ride the right lane, stay in the right lane. If you like to ride that center lane, jump in the left and come back, stay in your lane, man. That's what life is all about. Staying in your own lane, man. Because somebody else make a little more money than you, But your money might pay your bills. His money might not pay your bills. So stay in your lanes. Worry about your own money, your own pockets. Stop clocking somebody else's pocket, man. Just because somebody else's truck look nice, nah, that because they borrowing money. They got big credit cards to make the trucks look pretty out there. Most of the guys out there with them pretty trucks, man, I'm telling you, man, there's programs out there to help you get that, but you still got to pay all that shit back. You got to pay it back. Like I told one guy, he was basically saying, why you ain't do this to your truck? I said, nah, I'd rather for my truck. I try to keep it clean, but I'd rather have a dirty truck running down the highway than a shiny truck sitting on the shoulder with the hood up. If that even makes sense to a lot of y'all. I'd rather keep my truck running, man. I keep it clean, but when it's dirty, you know, but as long as it's running, I care less with anybody. How to stay in our own lane, man. We have to learn how to stay in our own lane. That's you got to do that with life, period, man. We all go through ups and downs in life, man. We all go through struggles in life. You have to learn how to stay out your lane, stay in your own lane, and mind your damn business, man. As a trucker, everyday life, learn how to mind your own business and take care of your business the way you see fit, bro. Learn how to do that, man. You'll live a better life. Because I mind my business, man. I don't really have time for nobody else's shit. I try to mind my own business, man. I don't have time for nobody else's shit, man. Because I'm tell you like this, and y'all know, y'all truckers know, your truck break down today, ain't nobody answering that phone. Your truck break down today, ain't nobody picking that phone up. You call somebody right now and tell them you need $8,000 to repair the motor. You call somebody right now and tell them you blew your motor, you need an end frame, you need a whole end frame, $22,000. They not picking up that phone for you. Nah. But let you tell them, running your mouth, you took home a check at the end of the week for $4,500. They be all in your pockets. Word? They making that kind of money? Damn, man, let me hold something, man. You know, I got you when your truck break down. Let that truck break down tomorrow. And your mom ain't even gonna answer that phone. So learn how to stay in your own lane, man. Because I stays in mine, bro. I got one lane to be in. Even if I'm out there surfing lanes and I'm riding, listen to my music, I'm still in my own lane. I'm in my own head, man. I learned how to be content with myself. It took me a minute to learn that, man. It took me a minute to learn how to be content with myself, man. Stop worrying about everybody else's shit. Because everybody don't mean you good out there, man. Just because they say they good, they say, I'm your day one, I'm from the sandbox. Most everybody ain't from the sandbox. You know, for the sandbox, mostly people you meet along the way. One thing about me, I never judge a man from his past. Long as you ain't got no domestic, long as you ain't got no, killing your wife, domestic violence, molestation on kids and beating your kids. Anything in your past I could care less about, man. I don't never judge. I judge a man by his character when I meet him. I never judge him. I accept his character when I meet him, but I never judge his past. I don't have a reason to judge another man's past. That's your past, man. What you did in your past, you got to fix that. You got to correct that. And if you correct that, then salute to you, man. You got help for that, salute to you. But I always stay in my lane, man. That's why I said trucking is a lifestyle, man. This shit a lifestyle. Shout out to all of the beautiful women out there driving trucks. Stay safe out there, man, because it's hard out there for female truck drivers. Some weirdos out there, man. Shout out to all the female truck drivers out there, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man. And we got to stick together with this, man. So learn how to say no to these brokers. Learn how sometimes, if you do take a cheap load, when you get to the customer, try to talk to the manager and build a relationship with the manager so you can get that work directly to him. Sometimes it can be easy to cut the middleman out. If you can get to the customer and talk with the customer, it's easy for you to talk to him and get the rate from him than getting the rate to a broker. Because the word broker gonna leave you broke. Yeah. With half-ass work. You right, Diddy. But the thing is, man, if you could cut the word broker, broke, it got broke in it. Gonna leave you broke. Keep messing with them brokers, man. Gonna leave you broke. But if you have a broker that's y'all been doing work for a minute, you can maintain with them, then do that. But like I said, shout out to you drivers that's going through it that got your own trailer. I'm leased onto a company, so I haul containers. So unfortunately enough, I deal with them ports. So people may say, damn them ports. I ain't being there for I'm not gonna be in the port for 3-4 hours a day, tearing my truck up, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, money is money, man. So I haul them containers. And that's what I do. You know, at least I know with containers, we got work every day. Containers is dedicated work coming out them piers. Jersey, Port Newark, Port Jersey, Port New York, work is coming out them piers, man. The rail yards, work is coming out. So at the end of the day, man, get in your own lane, see what lane you like to be in, try to pick somebody's brain and see what they doing, see how they moving. Don't never pick a person brain that make a little more money than you. Because what's going to happen is when they tell you they making more money than you, they making less money than you. Anytime a person can brag about how much money they bringing home a week, and they're not telling you about the fuel, about the tolls, about the breakdowns, about the maintenance, they're not bringing that money home. Or anybody can tell you I bring home $10,000 a week, but they're not going to tell you you just put $5,000 worth of you, but you just put $5,000 of diesel in that truck. You just had a service call where the wrecker had to come get you, and the service call was like $180. By the time that wrecker come and get you and got to tow you, that $180 done jumped up to a $4,000 bill. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that, man. That's why I tell you to stay in your lane, man. Pick what lane y'all want to be in and stay in it, man. You'll make it. I made it 30 years. Stand it. What? I'm going on 30 years, 29 and a half in right now. And I was able to maintain my own lane, man. So you have to learn that, man. What everybody make might not pay your bills. Might not pay your bills, man. So you have to learn that. You have to learn that, man. Like I said, if you got a problem with a truck, you can hit me up on here or go to DIY Trucker J. That's my other page, and you can learn the little small simple things. Like I do my own oil changes, man. You go get an oil change right now. What they charge, $500? I go to Walmart. I spend about $125, $130 on the oil. I go to Cat. I go to KW, and I get my Cat filters or O'Donnison. They're all the same. O'Donnison, Cat, they're all the same thing, man. And by the time I don't do my oil change and put my filters on, I done saved about $400 some, man. So I do my own oil changes, man. It's something I just like to do. I just keep myself busy like that. But buy little things you can do on your own, man. Yeah, yeah. That's another thing too, Didi. Uh, you know, that's another thing too. You gotta price everything out too. So like I said, like right now you're an operator, right? You in your own truck. Try to find you a Freightliner dealer when everybody is cool. So get you a Freightliner dealer. If you got a Freightliner, whatever truck you got, open up an account with them, right? Give them your tax ID number and build a rapport with them where as though they can help you get parts. You can get a better relationship with the people and you get in our door faster. Some people like, oh, no, I want to go to the dealer charge arm and leg. Nah, they do charge an arm and leg, but you can buy the parts on your own and find you somebody who you close with that can put the parts on for you and do certain things you need to do. You know, it come down to anything else. I know tires cost money, man, and wheel alignments. If you get tires, get a wheel alignment. You got kingpins. There's a lot goes on mechanically with these trucks that's gonna fail. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm leased on a Narrow. But Narrow got 2022 trucks, and a lot of them trucks be sitting in the shop too, brand new, man. Brand new trucks sitting in the shop. So when people tell you, oh, you bought an old truck, buy a new truck today. You ain't getting those parts. Them parts on back order. Sensors, you got sensors, $300-$400 for a sensor. All that stuff on back order, man. You blow a Riz in your truck, that Riz coming out of Germany, it's coming off the container. You know how long you have to wait for that? You gotta wait. Unless you want to go to the junkyard and get it. But then you gotta get somebody to pull that for you. Or if you in the Pennsylvania area and you blow a trans, you blow a Riz, contact Ace. That's why I went. If you went into Jersey, like Jersey, Philly, New York, Delaware, and you blow your rears on the back or you blow a trans, contact Ace Truck Parts. They in Ben Salem. They in Ben Salem, I think in Ben Salem, New Jersey. They in South Jersey. Go down there and they got everything you need, man. Everything you need. So it's a lot, man. So if y'all get caught up in a situation, man, if y'all could call me, y'all somewhere, man, I could try to point you in the right direction. You know. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You say you park your number to cheap race, exactly. The race is cheap, man, but at the end of the day, you have to you have to finagle through this game, man. Sometimes this truck gang could be like the street game. My boy AJ said that a lot. Sometimes you have to really play the game out here, man. But if you can find you got a strong backbone, you got a strong support at home, park the truck, do something, man. Do something where you can make some money, Lyft, whatever, Uber, until you're able to make sure maintain and pay your bills, till you're able to get to find the freight that you want. But like I said, if you can talk to a customer and build a rapport with a customer, they will give you that money straight out. They give you money straight. And I know it's hard out there, man. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But see, the only thing about DEF is my truck don't have a DEF on it because that DEF got its own injector. Like a truck comes with 6 injectors. The DEF that's a number 7. So once that number 7 go bad, see the thing is with DEF is this. You can have a DEF, have it deleted. They charge about back then they was charging like $2,200. Now they up to about $3,800, about $3,800 to delete a DEF. The only problem with that, if you have a problem with that truck and you broke down, if it get told to a dealer, the dealer is going to make you put that DEF back on that truck. They're going to charge you anywhere from $10,000 to throw that thing back on the truck. Then they're going to fix the problem to the truck. Because with the DEF, one thing I know for sure about the DEF, you can delete it and you could gain an extra 40 horsepower, but you're going to have small internal things going on with that truck. So you will run good for the first couple of years, but after that, you're going to start having problems deleting that. So what I do know is that if you got it, like one of the drivers, he dedicated his truck, first truck. What he does, he pull out the whole filter system. He take the canister to a place where they steam it out. Then he put a new filter in. And it's something else that he steam out, and it takes about 8 hours for him to do the job. They steam the whole thing out, put a new filter, put it back in, the truck runs fine. Most of the time with the DEF, what it does, it clogs up the DEF. Sometimes it clogs up your manifolds. So sometimes you might have to take the manifold off the truck. This is what I learned. Spray the manifold down with like some type of brake cleaner, break it up. Stick a steam on there or water hose in there, spray the manifold, get all that silt out. Get all of it out, clean it out real good, throw it back on the truck, clean the filter, truck run like it's brand new. And I seen it happen because the company I'm with that I'm leased on to, I seen them do it. Somebody came in and took the manifolds off the truck, cleaned all that silt, that black stuff out, that carbon, and they put the manifold back on, put new filters in the truck ran brand new. See, that's what a dealer ain't going to take. Most of the time a dealer tell you that. Oh, you already at 700,000 miles? Hey, 700,000 miles, man. I say it's a lot of miles because it I don't care if you take care of it. 700,000 miles, man. You're gonna definitely need an overhaul. So with 700,000 miles, I advise you to go take it to a mechanic, have them throw a computer on it, and have them check all of your injectors. And then have them check all of your injectors. Have them do a water test. Have them do a water test for contamination, and have them do an oil check for contamination, and have them check the magnet for any metal. Because when you take the magnet off the oil filter, you'll see metal on it. Once you see metal on the oil filter bolt, there's a bolt for the oil. There's a bolt on the drain pan. So you take that bolt off the drain pan, and once the oil come off, and you see like silver fiber metals, that means something in that motor is about to go. So I'll give you 6 months and the motor gonna go. So the next time, James, the next time you do an oil change, take off take off the oil pan bolt and look at the bolt. Because most of the time you get an oil change, they're not gonna tell you that. So you take the bolt off, look at the bolt, it got a magnet. If you got gray fibers, like a thick gray paste, it look like a paste, but it's metal shavings. If you got that on that bolt, best to believe you only got 6 to 7 months left on that motor, because that motor eventually going to go on. So have them check that bolt on that, man. Have them check the bolt on that, because believe me, it's going to go. I know. I had one truck 18 years. I went through 4 motor jobs. I had to learn. That. All right. Another thing too, man, if you running a truck, all trucks come with a water filter. And the water filter, what's going on, King? The water filter is a small filter on the right side of your engine. Try taking off that water filter and replace it, because they never tell you that. That water filter goes bad and it stinks like egg. Take it off, replace it. But like I said, if you're gonna do that, say that if you have to drain the antifreeze, tell them to change that water filter. Now, a lot of mechanics, when you do an oil change, they never change it's a small filter, never change it. But have them change the water filter for you, because that'll take out contaminations and bacteria that runs through that motor that can cause your injectors and everything to wear down, man. Could cause the head to wear down. So, like I said, I'm not a mechanic, but I've been in this game long enough and I learned. So double check everything, man. Double check it. Check the oil and check your antifreeze, man. In the wintertime, I don't know where you live at, but upstate, like up the northeast quarter, we get a lot of snow. We got a lot of freezing weather. Don't put if you ran water with antifreeze mix now, and you living up there towards Chicago, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, dump all that antifreeze out with water and run either red or green, whatever you choose to run. I run red antifreeze. So right now, antifreeze is the cheapest thing. So if you drive a Freightliner, I don't give a damn. Go to KW. KW got the red antifreeze on sale for like $9. You ain't got to tell them you got a KW. Just go up in there. They got the red bottles. Go buy about a couple bottles of $9, throw them in the back of your car. Because every time I go to the dealer, get in the habit of every time, if y'all own your own truck, get in the habit every time you go to a dealer and buy parts, grab at least 2 or 3 bottles of antifreeze. Keep them in your car until you get about 10 of them. Keep them in your car, your basement, your garage. Keep them somewhere where if you got a problem, you still got antifreeze in the wintertime. So make sure you check everything on that truck. Check everything. Because wintertime is brutal. You get cold starts, you get rough starts. A rough start can cause you a blown injector. And most of the time on your truck, when the injector goes, it's number 3. That's most of the time. If you lose an injector on a tractor, it's number 3. Number 3 always go. For some damn reason, number 3 go first. Then if you got to change the injector, take your phone. Start getting the habit of taking pictures of things. So if you got to use your phone, take a picture of the injector part number. So you can take that part number, scan it, go to Google. You'll find a reman for like $400, about $395 to $400, and then a new one to run you like $1,200. But try to get in the habit of taking pictures of parts. So if they take off the part, take a picture of the part number. Google it. Try to get it yourself so you can have a good idea, because it's kind of like this. If you got price, so you need it. Let's say like right now, if your truck break down and you need an alternator. Now, say if that alternator run you about $600, right? You get a core part. You get a core price for it. So tell them you want to take that alternator, replace it, because what they'll do, they'll get the alternator for like $600-700. They'll replace the whole thing for like $900, and they'll keep that core price, which they supposed to took off that $300 to save you money. They don't tell you that, so they keep the core price and they bill you a higher bill for it. So get in the habit of learning and being nosy. I mean, really, if you own an operator, be nosy. You want to be nosy, you ask 100 questions, you record them, you film, do what you got to do, man, to save money on the back end, because right now it's hard to get parts. So just stay on top of it, James. You'll be all right, man. Stay on top of it. Stay on top of it, man, because there's a lot going on out there, and these mechanics are making money. There's no way that a broker should make more money than you, and the mechanics should make more money than you. It just don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense how some of these people that's out there to rob us because they think when you an owner operator, you a female, you a male, and you naive, they take you for granted, man. Believe me, they take you for granted. I went through that too, man. I went through the struggle, arguing and going back and forth with mechanics, so I started learning how to fix my own truck. I had to learn. I had no choice. So when it come down to cheap rates, say no to it, man. Say no. If a broker give you cheap rates, say nah. Your job as a broker, you gonna have me broke. What? You a broker, and you gonna have me broke. You do that run. States, don't never take a load that is a cheap backhaul to get back home. Nah, don't take a cheap. If you gotta say if the backhaul is cheap to come back home, and if you do like a power only, might as well bobtail back. Don't even waste your time, man. Don't even waste your time. Well, if you close to getting home, just bobtail back. Nah, don't look at it like that, James. I know right now it's rough right now. Don't look at it like you don't regret it right now, man. Just learn that truck, man. The truck is kind of like it's kind of like your heart. You want to take care of that heart. You want to do everything you can to keep that heart pumping. So you want to figure it out. You want to learn it. You want to study it. You know, don't regret it, man. That's one thing. One thing I never did in life. Don't live to regret anything. Everything happened for a reason. You got that truck for a reason. You got that truck for a reason, and you stay on that truck, brother. Don't never look at life with regrets. That's regrets kill us fast, man. Nah, it's a reason why you got that. Look at it like this, man. It's a reason why you got it. It's a good reason. Don't never look at life with regrets, man. Just keep your head up, run strong, and be strong, brother. You be all right, man. Yeah, I know everything paying less than $3. Yeah, I know, man. I know. It's rough out there, man. It's rough. You're in Cali trying to get back to North Carolina. Yeah, it's rough out there. I know. I know, bro. I know a lot of brothers that got their own trucks, man. I know a lot of brothers that parked their trucks and came over to hauling containers. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but a lot of brothers parked their trucks and came over to hauling containers because right now it's the easy thing that's running right now. All right, man. So, hey, I appreciate all y'all for coming through. I'm about to take it down because I got to get up about 4 o'clock, and I got to run up here and get this heavy dry milk. So I appreciate all y'all for coming through, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Keep those wheels turning. Say no to the cheap race, man, and stay in your own lane. Find your lane and stay in it, man. It'll work for you. It'll definitely work with you. Learn how to mind your own business in this trucking game. Do what you got to do. If you got to pick somebody's mind, if you need to pick my mind, hit me up, man. I try my best, I try my best to help you out. If you can't find me on here, you can hit me on TikTok at JQuilATL, JQuilatl. I'll be over there. And I wish y'all the best, man. I wish all of y'all the best. I wish myself the best, you know. But I'm about to get off. They gotta be to work, man. So one love to all of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in here and riding with a brother tonight, man. And I'm gonna do a whole lot more live so we can all interact with each other. The next time I go live, man, I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all can come up. Y'all can come up and talk and express y'all feelings about anything y'all want to. Whatever y'all want to talk about trucking and fixing trucking. And we'll talk about rates, customers, dealing with dispatches. You know, I let all of y'all come up. I don't have a problem with that. All right, so I'm about to get up out of here. Good night. One love. Appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all stay safe out there. Hey, James, man, you out there. Stay safe out there in Cali, man. All right. I'm out of here, man. Peace. All right, DJ, man. Peace, bro. I'll get at you in the morning, bro.